Hello Aries, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. All right, 4 of Pentacles. Anytime we get a 4, we start looking around for the 5, right? I feel that you've done a great job preparing. I think that you have gotten your life into a very nice, comfortable routine. I think that you have a good solid, starting point for what comes next in your life. I feel like you've reached another camp on your climb up this mountain. Okay, you're somebody who, it seems like you're very practical. I feel that you're very prepared. You like to have the jumper cables in the car, just in case, right? I feel like you are very, practical, very prepared. Yeah, and I think that with your practical energy, sometimes comes this idea of, we're getting very almost comfortable in the prepared state that we're in. It's like we want to have all the supplies, we want to have everything ready, but then we don't want anything to happen. We put it away, we organize it very nicely, very neatly, and it stays there, And of course, if this is, that kind of preparation, we hope we never have to use it, right? This is kind of like we're saving money for a rainy day. Let's hope that rainy day never happens, And I feel like that's kind of the mode that you're in, but I wonder if this is also affecting other things, like you're prepared for this next phase of your journey, but we have all the supplies we need, but we don't want to use them. We don't want to proceed from this place. This could be habit, this could be routine, this could be a very comfortable location that you're in. It's a very positive state of things. And so to move from the 4 into the 5 seems like that's not very practical, right? It seems kind of silly that we would go from here to then whatever's outside of here. Yeah. Well, let's see what is outside of here. Let's put this card into some context. Well, we've got your superpower card. Look at that. That is the Knight of Wands. That's one of the representatives of your essential Aries nature. Okay, the cardinal fire energy. So this is what you need, right? You've got to invoke your ability here, your sort of stereotyped ability to just rush into something. We kind of need that rush right now, to get us out of this restrictive, maybe we're, it's sort of like we're building up a tower here, right? And we need to go on an adventure before that tower gets too high. Now, of course, you got your 10 of Wands underneath everything. You got your star card here, too. This is pretty good. And you've got your sun card. You got the star and another star, right? Up close and personal here. And you've got your chariot to move forward in. So you're prepared, right? And you've got all of this energy in reserve. Over here on the path of the serpent, oh, an ace of pentacles. Maybe this is the first step. Adding an ace to our 4, of course, gives us that 5, that we're making big changes. There's the tower. Yeah, there's the tower coming down, right? That's a big level up moment. This is a big exclamation point in your life. We've got the Fool, and we've got sort of a quick decision, We've got a Knight of Swords at the end here. But this is really, this is good. You have a lot of good major arcana energies. I like the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I think this is like the bigger the effort, the greater the reward's going to be. Okay? And you're prepared. I think that you have your strength, you've got whatever resources you need. I think everything's in place for you to take the first step here. Now, maybe this is a situation where, yeah, but I don't have all the supplies I'm going to need. I don't have everything that I need for the entire journey. Well, some of it we have to pick up as we go. We can't carry everything on our shoulders now for the whole trip. No, we're going to have to refuel somewhere along the line, right? Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here. And Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, is going to be our guardian of the mystery card. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction for that card, please put it in the comments down below. We can do it together. We can make it a group exercise. All right. Let's take a look around the room here. We do have, a lot of this major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. Spirit's saying you're ready, right? Spirit is saying that it's time for you now to get dressed and get in the car and go. Go out and do this thing that you're ready for it. Okay, I think that you've had time to prepare. A lot of major arcana energies, right? The star, the sun. See, the star sort of feels like this was a goal a long time ago, that we kind of saw it as a distant point of light, and we thought maybe one day I'll get there, right? Now we realize that that star is way closer than we thought. Like, you've made a lot of progress. You know, back here, it's still a distant goal. Up here, it's the star, but it's up close and personal. Okay. And this could be that it's getting a little hot in here, right? Closer to the star, you're going to get a little warmer. The heat's going to be on. The pressure's going to be on. So it might be that the chariot here needs to be fortified, that we sort of I don't know if you need a different vehicle. I'm getting the idea that the same things that you were doing back here, now you're going to require some different tools, a different mode of transportation, let's say, okay? And maybe because with the tower here, this is the breakthrough moment. This is the big reward coming, right? This is the big leveling up. This is the big breakthrough coming, okay? That's going to lead to your freedom. That's going to lead to this Fool energy, right? That's spectacular. This progression of energy is, this is like a battering ram going right through this tower, right through the glass ceiling, right through the wall, the barricade, whatever it is. And you're free. You are just this pure spirit, just in bliss, right? This is fantastic. You have the best major arcana cards. Really, I wouldn't, if I had to put them, maybe we could do, maybe an Empress would be nice, that sort of thing. Maybe a little bit of the Wheel of Fortune would be cool too, but I don't think you need that. Spirit's saying it's not luck that's bringing you through this, it's your effort. Okay, that's the big thing here. The greater the effort, the greater the reward, and it's going to be big. Yeah, we've got fire. We don't have any water energy. We've got air energy and some earth energy. And the earth energy really is the big sort of message here. 4 plus an ace, the 5. We start looking for the 5. Well, we're not looking for it. We're making it, right? That you've got to take a step out of this safe, comfortable room. It's sort of, it's the metaphor that I use of the storm shelter. But I don't feel that it's really a storm necessarily going on. We don't see a lot of air cards. We don't see a lot of cups cards. So it's not really a storm shelter. It's just kind of like you've been traveling, and this is a little motel on the side of the road where you're going to rest and you're going to prepare for the next leg of the journey. Well, you've been here for a while. Maybe I was going to stay a night or two and then we'll keep going. But now it's become like a couple of nights, couple of weeks, maybe longer, right? And so it's just like, why haven't you got back in the car and finished the road trip? Well, maybe there's some of this idea we don't want it to end, right? Because we like the road trip. We don't care about where we're going. We just like the traveling. It could be that we know that this last mile or whatever it is, this last leg of the journey is going to be the most challenging. Okay, so we're getting a little extra sleep tonight to make sure that we are ready to go in the morning. Yeah. Because maybe this is, tomorrow is going to be the moment we have this breakthrough. Okay, and I don't know what we're talking about yet. This could be a career thing, a creative thing. It could be your job, your own business. It could be a health thing. It could be a financial thing. It could be something to do with romance or family or friends, right? It could do with your spiritual life, anything. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're retired. It doesn't matter. This is the energy that you're in, okay? We don't see a lot of water energy. In fact, we don't really see any at all, and I'm concerned about that because I feel that maybe you're realizing that, okay, I don't need the water energy right now. I don't need the sentimentality. I don't need the love. I don't need the emotion. I just need the fire. I just need the hard work. I just need to go. Just need to do it. Just need the effort. I don't need to feel too much about it, right? When we're too much in our feelings, too much in our sensitivity, it might interfere with the fire energy a little bit. Sometimes that water energy can fuel the fire, right? We can use it as gasoline, but I don't think you're doing that. I think you have a sense of destiny, a sense of purpose here that is lighting your fire, right? So we don't have the water energy, but I'm hoping after all of this, you're going to have some water energy. Maybe here in the mystery card will be that water energy that shows you enjoying your success, right? That you have these great rewards and, yeah, they're going to feel good, right? So the Aries superpower card, this is the cardinal fire energy, the Knight of Wands. This is you trusting in yourself, trusting in the horse. We're getting on the horse and we're just saying, okay, it's you and me, baby. And it's just, you sort of become one with your instinct. You become one with this, with the vehicle. It's kind of like the race car driver, mind melding, soul melding with the race car. Think of a Formula One driver or something, right? Like Senna or something. It just becomes one with the car. The car's just an extension of you. You're an extension of it. You're one being, right? And this is you. This is the horse and the rider that have to be melded together, and that creates a masterful sort of horse rider. I don't know what they're called. Or race car driver, right? And this is you really trusting in that energy of yours, whatever it is, whatever your vehicle is. It's really trusting in our body, trusting in our instinct, trusting in this forward-moving energy, okay? It's sort of the rational mind and the unconscious instinct are melding together, and there's this mutual trust. And this, Aries, is why you are known for just rushing into things, diving headfirst into everything. You have this intense trust in yourself, in your vehicle, in your instinct, or whatever it is. It's your superpower. The rest of us, we're going to sort of hesitate, and we're going to maybe run, and we're going to stop, and then we're going to look over the edge and think, oh, I don't know. I'm a solar Cancer, so I'll run to the very edge, and then I'll just sort of skid to a stop and look down and think, I'm not going. I'm going to turn back home. But this is your ability. This is why you're known for that. But it's not foolish. Of course, we see the Fool here because that's when we're on the path of the Dove. The Fool, this position is what we don't want. In the Dove and Serpent spread, when we're talking about these cards, this is the position of the energy that we don't want. You don't want to be foolish. No, you want to be guided by your star. You see the star even closer. Now I think you can feel your goal like it's a sun at high noon. You don't want to be the fool right now. You want to follow your star. You want to be guided by this spiritual energy in the right way. This is perfect. We don't need any sort of foolishness, right? When we get over here, the Fool, this position takes on a little bit of what we need. Over here, we don't want it. Over here, we need it, okay? That's a new sort of development of that position of the spread, all right? Down beneath the surface, and you'll have to excuse my voice, we're all sick. Our daughter started her second year of preschool, and within a week, we're all sick, right? We'll be all right. We'll get through it. The Ten of Wands underneath the surface is your capacity to give maximum effort. Big effort here, okay? And this, I think, is what you've been sort of storing up. This is why you stayed at the motel so long. You've been building up your strength. You've been carbo loading, right? You've been eating. You've been just resting. Like you're at full capacity power. Yeah. It's like you've charged up all the battery packs, and you're ready for this long journey. And I think that this is the final push. This is going to take all the effort. If this is a career thing, if this is some sort of project, if this is school, it's like you're gearing up for this like final push at school. And this is going to be the hardest year or the hardest semester or whatever, right? Finals I don't know when that stuff happens. But this is it. This is where it all matters. This is where you've got to be. And maybe the previous parts of the journey, they've been hard and difficult, challenging, and they've been demanding, but not like this. This is for all the marbles, right? And you've got that capacity, all right? I think there's something about a team, too. I don't feel like you're doing anything by yourself. I feel that this is, there is, and maybe we've been sort of waiting for the right team member to come along or something like this. Because I feel with the 10 of Wands, very often it's this question of who's helping you? Is anybody helping you? Excuse me 1 second. I had to hit the cough button there. The question is anybody helping you? Are you allowing anybody to help you? Are you asking for help? Are there people around you that can help with this? Okay, a question that you need to ask. The star card in the background, like I said, is this idea that the goal at one point seemed very far away. It's a star. It's light years away from us. We can see maybe a little point of light out there, and I think that's mine, but I don't know. So far away, right? My eyes are getting dim. I'm getting old. But nevertheless, we feel compelled that this is our destiny. This is where we're going, right? And then, of course, up at the top, we see the star. It's coming closer. It becomes a sun now. Now this is our star, close and up close, personal. It's uniquely ours. This is the idea that what was once a distant dream is now almost close enough to touch it. Now you don't want to touch the sun. It would hurt probably. But this is so close now that it's like, this is real, it's actually going to happen. Yeah. And it's interesting too that it's juxtaposed with the 10 of Wands. So it's kind of saying maximum effort, maximum reward. The sun is all about wealth and health and vitality and success and pride, confidence. I mean, this is it. This is the goal itself, right? The glorious, glorious reward. It's going to take all the effort you can muster, but it's going to be bigger than, if we think of the 10, we think of a ratio, right? That it's a level 10 effort, level 10 reward. No, this is like level 10 effort, level 1,000 reward, right? Because it's kind of like you're holding a candle here to the sun, right? So this effort is going to seem like nothing. When you get to this goal, you're going to realize that was it worth it? Oh my God, come on, what a silly question. What a foolish question. It's like a match in the presence of, a star, a sun. Yeah. It was really good. The future position with the chariot card. I don't know if this has something to do with family or with a home or with something. I almost feel like there is a road trip or something happening, or like there is this journey taking, like literally. Sometimes this card is about finding a home. In other words, kind of making a name for yourself or establishing yourself somewhere. That we're reaching the goal here, and it's really you're making a name for yourself. You're establishing your business. You're really you're putting down roots, maybe. Yeah. If this is, a educational thing that you're graduating and you're achieving this diploma or this certificate or this, I don't know, whatever it is, this is kind of like you're established in some way. Yeah. So I feel like this has really given you a sense of, permanence. I feel like this is like you're opening up the storefront. Like now I got that physical location. Now it feels real. Now it's something that I can walk around in the room, you know, where it's with the star and the sun. It's kind of like I'm not there yet. It's real. It's here. It's right there in front of my face, but it's not. I can't touch it yet. When we get to the chariot card, I feel like now this is literally like, you know, you can touch the walls. Like you have the keys in your hand to it, you know, and you can feel the carpet underneath your feet. You can paint the walls if you want. It's real. You're here now. You can experience it through the senses. Yeah. And I think that is a spectacular feeling. You know, it gives you a sense of coming home, right? It's like you get the keys to the business or the building that you're going to inhabit. You know, the business is the business, but the physical structure is sort of where the business is going to be living. You know what I mean? So it gives it that sense of being real. It's tangible now. Yeah. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything, and it supports the channel, and I appreciate that. I got to go buy some cough medicine. General energy, Ace of Pentacles. I don't feel the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a path necessarily. I often look at the Ace of Pentacles being the summit of the mountain, especially when we have a 10. Because the 10, let's say, is the base of the mountain, right? Base 10, it's wide at the base. It goes up to a point at the top, right? That's the Ace. That's the point between past and future. That's the point between, you know, like one life and the next. You know, that's the space between our death and our birth. Yeah, it's the space between real and not real, or the ending and the beginning. It's sort of at the very top when it comes to a point, the absolute point of that, right? The absolute edge of the blade or the very tip of the pyramid doesn't exist. It's nothingness. It's nothingness because as long as it's measurable, it's not actually the center point. So the aces are the space, the infinitesimal space between the ending and the beginning, right? At the very tip of the summit of the mountain, the very, very top. It's an infinite space, but it's infinitesimal. Okay. So it's nothingness. The aces border on the infinite. They border right there into the absolute, into the void, into the nothingness. They sort of partake of both, the aces, right? So I feel that this is really like, this is your life's work coming to fruition. This is the absolute top of the mountain for you, okay? Maximum effort taking you all the way to that uppermost point. And then we sort of ask now, well, what's coming after this? You know? Sort of wonder, it's like that idea of, well, what happened before the Big Bang? You know, what's going to happen after the big crunch? You know, what caused that? What caused the Big Bang? Or whatever you want to say. You know, it's trying to think about the infinite. But anytime we think about it, it becomes finite. And so it's sort of this mind boggling thing. That's what I want to say. Try not to curse. This is a family show. Okay, I've been told I need to watch my language here. But this is interesting because this is the ending, but it's also a beginning. And I think that it's sort of, it's given you the keys to the kingdom in a way. It's sort of saying, hey, you're reaching the culmination of your life's work. Now you can sort of, as soon as we go through the tower, of course, you're free to do whatever you want in life. And it's kind of saying like, you're going to be set for life, maybe financially, right? That this is it. This is opening all the doors. You've unlocked all the levels, It's like that. It's like a video game. What is that video game? You get to a certain point and then suddenly everything is open to you and it just, you don't have to, there's no more challenges or tests. It's just everything is there. Everything's open. Right? I can't remember what that is. But the tower, we've got to go through the tower. And I think getting to this point, no pun intended, is going to be very disruptive to your 4 of Pentacles, right? Let's not forget about the 4. The 4 is this safe place that you're in. It's the habit, it's the routine. It's kind of saying, I like it here. Why would I leave? Why would I leave when it's going to be chaos outside? Well, yes, it's chaos because you are invoking change. The 4 becomes the 5, right? That you are invoking change by taking this step into your future, by rushing forward in your chariot and getting to the summit of this mountain, getting to this, this borderland where you can dip a toe into the infinite. It's going to pretty much change your life. I mean, the Tower is always an exclamation point in life. It's always disruptive. It's always going to kick up some dust, you see. It's always going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Usually the Tower moments are worth it. Sometimes we have to shake things up. When you're achieving this level of success, life's not going to look like what it did before. A lot of things are going to change. Life's going to suddenly get busier. It's just like an earthquake is going off in your life for, a prolonged period of time. It's an instability, really. Everything's kind of up in the air. Everything is changing. And it could cause some anxiety, some worry, some fear, sure. But I think you have the confidence that this is what you've invoked. That this is you breaking through the final barricade, right, to the summit here, to the completion of your great work. Whatever that is. Okay? Maybe talking financial, maybe this is something academic or whatever, right? Big, big breakthrough here. And what's being released in all of this sort of turbulence is the Fool, is your spirit, your essential self. Freedom, not tied down by anything, not restricted by anything. It's almost like there are no boundaries now to your travel. There is nothing holding you back from doing everything that you want to do in life. And I think that really is the biggest reward, right? Is kind of the freedom. The freedom to move about however you wish. Okay. So when we're on this path, the Fool becomes the card that we need. We need that Fool energy. We need to sort of rush forward into this, accept all of the chaos, knowing that this is a positive thing, that this is leading to the best things in your life, right? That this is leading us really to the biggest reward ever. The Fool can be a little bit inconsiderate. The Fool is sort of doing all of this, but hasn't really considered the effect on other people. This is a lot of chaos that we're sort of causing, right? You're doing this really great thing in life, and the Fool might not always be aware of how your success or the changes that you make in your life are affecting other people around you. There might be some collateral damage. The Fool needs to be aware of that. I think that's kind of the issue with the Fool, is that it's just jumping into everything, blindly not considering the consequences, not considering how your success, right? And then we think how your success is going to ripple out and it's going to affect everybody, right? And so what we've got to do is try to invoke a little bit of this Knight of Swords, right? Knight of Swords is a Libra energy. The Knight of Swords is cardinal air. It is it's your ability to judge. It's your ability to make value judgments. It's the way that you're going to steer that Fool, right, into doing things in a positive way. Whatever this success is for you, I think that you're finding a way that it's going to be, of course, successful for you, right? I mean, that's number one. But we're trying to mitigate the casualties, right? The side effects, the way it's going to ripple out and affect other people. You're trying to make sure that you make good choices, value judgments that are going to bring you forward in your purpose in the way that you truly want. Okay, we don't want to, that's why we're not ending with the Fool. We could end with the Fool and say, yes, this is absolute freedom. You can do anything you want. Yeah, but you can't really do anything you want, right? You have to think of consequences. You have to think of how it's going to affect other people. And I think that's why we're ending on this, it's kind of a down note, right? It's not as exciting as the Fool. Now it's just like, oh, you got to sort of be thoughtful and rational and make good decisions, you know? But that's life. Right? And I think with this kind of success, your decisions are going to affect a lot more people than you think. Okay? Let's look at the mystery card. I want to see you enjoying this success. I want to see you enjoying these rewards, either a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles, a 9 or a 10 of Cups, maybe the Empress, maybe the Wheel of Fortune. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. You're sort of juggling the worlds. You know, you're. This is good. This is change. This is the card of harmonious change, and I think that as you move forward with this, you know, we've got the Ace here. We've got the Knight of Swords, and we think of the Ace, right, as the summit of the mountain, right? Well, it's the beginning of something else. Right, the Ace. It's the ending of one thing, the beginning of the next thing. This is sort of the step after that. So the changes, the things like this success that you're achieving, what are you going to do with it? Right, that's the question here. What are you going to do? Are you going to try to make the world a better place? Are you going to just have fun? Are you going to help your friends and family out? Are you going to just travel and see the world? You know, what changes are you going to implement in your life after this huge breakthrough? What's the next step for you? So this is a card asking what's coming after. And what's coming after this reading is the extended reading, which we're going to do now. You can click on the link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Aries are on Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you have, excuse me, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. All right. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.